Judgment, yes. The automatic -1, so you want to neutralize that. Interesting. Yeah, alright, so no shenanigans. Confirmed it's the XP lane Barats. Etoma's gonna be playing the Kagura. Gold lane Paquito. It's a thing! We saw it twice today.
Yeah, and it's probably gonna have an assassin emblem. It'll just either killing spree or high and dry. One of those two. I mean, earlier it was a killing spree played by Hatred because they wanted to be able to keep the Paquito alive a little bit more in team fights. So
the way Edward plays it, it's high and dry, right? With the additional focusing mark 6%.
yeah,
We'll see if that's going to be the
like
case.
the double cancel out.
Yeah, that just destroys lineup. So we'll see. We'll see.
Next play Evos here. Took a while to get to this set, but just the same, it's pretty fair. It's pretty honest. Again, H2O, even in the second half of the draft, able to get his hands on a hero he's comfortable with. Getting here the Hayabusa Renegade. Gonna be a different dynamic.
Hugely different dynamic at this point. Renzio, I feel like he's more comfortable in the Barats as of late, like in the last weeks that we've had.
Yeah.
But again, I feel like James is also becoming just a powerful Fams player.
Yeah, it's his new Baksha, right? In
His new
Season 7,
Baksha.
Renjo always played Baksha, now it's Barrett's.
I see. Interesting though, Renegade versus Ryzen in the gold lane, the Paquito versus the Kaja.
Actually, both of us were incorrect. That's Festival of Blood here on the Renzio, on the Ryzen.
So he's looking to...
Still fighter.
He's looking to scale.
Super scaling lineup. LVJ though, he's gonna need a lot of help. Because this lineup of NXPE, it just needs so much push before you can get kills on it.
I love the Omega plan though. It's get one with Wave Dragon, triple sweep.
And there you go with the repeats.
Yep, don't let him breathe. Wait.
Shenanigans on the Jawhead ejector jungle.
Oh, yowie. Smart missiles up, ejector on the Chocno.
Oh, no.
James going in for it. The Toms hurts at this stage in the game so early and already so painful.
That's why he was so confident to do it. That delay is 1 minute and 39 seconds, and they still, that's time they were able to finish the ball. That is huge.
Oh, kill VJ. Triple sweep already used up. Yelly Haze, but this is a good job though for Omega.
Ooh.
First blood drawn here from the back line. Ryzen goes. I was gonna say, even if Omega got delayed, they're working on Yelly Haze even more. Now this might be another kill. Yaoi survives underneath the turret because Yelly Haze did not have black shoes.
That's right, level 3 Lilia. Again, Purify was already used up against that triple sweep. The damage still went through. It still hurt a lot.
Watch out for H2 here, he could steal it away.
As well as James. Let's see.
Three
One
people.
shadow, we're waiting for it. And there it is. Oh, Saber. That's kill VJ still on the receiving end now of a shadow kill. But H2 don't want nothing.
Yeah, at this point it's okay, right? You don't expect the Hayabusa to do much at this point in Junker.
Oh!
Wow.
Another one. Renegade goes. But Omega's not in the shape to take his fight. Chaknu pushing them back. Still doesn't have the way of the dragon. That's a clear win for Omega, I think.
And there's just very little that NXPE can do, so I think they should stop, like, overexerting themselves, man. There's just not much they can do because of the lack of damage and the lack of everyone's behind of levels.
And I'm so worried because they don't have much scaling.
That's true, man.
They want to go for these quick pickoffs, maybe a sneaky objective here or there. But what's the game plan if Omega is able to find answers?
You're correct. They should be the guys who are ahead in the early game, but that doesn't seem to be the case here. Omega just exerted so much effort.
Yeah, 500 gold, that's about 3 minutes. Slowly but surely, that's going to grow larger and larger. Now almost approaching 1,000. Kill VJ. Making the most of this rather fragile hero. I like how he's using the dashes, using the triple sweep. Chaknu here in his element, able to help the king secure these kills. But now, down bottom, Renzio going 2v1. Counter Inferno popped in already. Shadow kill. Renzio takes a few hits, but Kill VJ sharing it. Now Yaoi goes in. Ejector onto the king. Kill VJ falls. Chaknu and Etomas maybe a second too late. There's the Yin overturn. And the burst! Yaoi falls. Way of the dragon onto Yelly Haze. Purify already in. There's the black shoes, and they disengage.
Yeah, that was beautifully executed there, and both. Oh wait, we're not done.
The pull! Divine Chug
issue with the Lilia. The projectile speed is just a little too slow to catch up with Divine Judgment plays just like that.
And I like how NXP understood that KLVJ, yes, he could have dashed across the wall, but then he decided to commit with a slight miscalculation there by KL. I believe he was trying to look for H2 because it was initially H2 and James who were going on Renjo. So he was waiting for the shadow kill to stop, but then by the time H2 came out, he was just out of the range of the triple sweep, and so KL tried to escape, but he couldn't because Yaoi was able to toss him back.
Toss back.
Here's another one. Chaknu, though, survives despite all of the explosions set in by Yelly Hayes. Turtle still standing here. Let's see. Can Omega secure this? Renegade a little too far out. Yes, it does indeed go to KLVJ.
I was gonna say NXPE actually needed that turtle so much. If they did not get that, that means H2O is relegated to just split push.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, they can get a good amount of gold there, but that's gonna slow them down by quite a bit.
So difficult. As a Hayabusa, it's like you're a budget league.
Yeah, you don't really have much of a choice, don't you? You know these points in the game.
You can't find they can't catch a break. H2 here on the ninja, the shinobi Renzio, considering the dead lane. Oh, Yaoi, Seal. Couldn't find one.
I'm surprised he felt that. I like the instinct here on Yaoi, right?
I'm sure he did see Ryzen.
Didn't see it,
but he knew someone was in the bush.
Yeah, I think he might have seen a movement.
Sliver,
a movement from Ryzen because the last time Yaoi would have seen Ryzen was clearing up the minion wave, sort of going downwards.
Right.
So I think he considered like, oh, he might be the shrub.
So his intuition was just like spot on. Now James pops a counter Inferno. Way of the Dragon, blessed the Tona's welcome. This stab is confused. He is discombobulated and now knocked out.
Explosive combinations there, like there was nowhere for you to go. After that initial G-Kundo straight into the mouth of Dedena, that's nothing. You can't do anything after that.
Just imagine like an animation of like Cho kicking straight into Barrett's mouth. A catch.
Catch this.
The alley-oop.
Yeah, the alley-oop into the mouth of Barrett's.
That's technically what happened right there.
Eating the dinosaur.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Detona, not Barrett's.
Alright. Well, Barat is the dude. The
Yeah.
little dude on top.
Dude.
But yes, look at this. A little bit of a window for extra Evos. Finds one. That's going to be a pull.
They do their own!
Ejector. Two.
They do their own version. I love it.
It's something. Now Shadow Kill onto one. Ryzen bites it after the counter Inferno. And there's a triple sweep. James falls. KLVJ gets the kill. Yaoi taken down by Etomax as well. The ninja takes down the cyborg swordsman. And it's a 3-for-1.
I could barely recover from that. They give us a really, really good team fight in a very tight corner of the map.
Now this one looks like an NXPE Omega game.
Yeah. Much
back
closer.
And forth, right?
Back and forth, the aggression. Love it.
Gritty.
And to the smallest details, right? At those points, you don't expect a quick answer from NXPE. That's why Omega probably just free roamed with Chapnu. And they didn't know that people were already in position to make a big play. Right? Just a few seconds after a big one.
Yeah, NXP have to be careful not to blow too many skills onto Chapnu because he did pick up the immortality first. So that Cho will have a second chance to live.
I like it.
Yeah.
The alliteration. Chaknu's second chance on Cho.
Okay, Turtle's on half though.
Meant to do that on purpose.
It's gonna be a really big fight.
Last turtle here, Yaoi, unstoppable force on to KLVJ, tosses him up, smart missiles, not enough damage. Yaoi falls first, but they do get the trade eventually. James falls 2-for-1 so far. They're trying to burst him down. Renzio and Ryzen just don't have the staying power or the stopping power to put down these two. NXPE gets some damage control and stay out.
3 in a row that Renegade is a little too late to the party here. Starting to be a trend. I think he's not used to people with low mobility skills, man.
And he did use Divine Judgment.
Look at Etomax, 4-0 and 5. It's telling the rest of Omega, when the sun shine, don't shine forever. Told you I'll be here forever.
You can stay under
my umbrella, Ella A.
And that's why he has a raincoat.
Yeah.
Exactly that. Alright, so now Turtle, last one, going over here to Omega. Retribution used here by KLVJ, who was afraid that there might have been a sneaky thief in the jungle. H2O. He's doing okay here. sitting at 1-1-2. We've seen much worse Hayabusa games, so this is more than enough. KLBJ gets a triple sweep. Yaoi falls, and there's a pull onto one. Shadow kill, taken down KLBJ. It's currently a trade, 1-for-1. Now H2, quad shadow out. He survives, happy to get that kill.
Starting to really master that alley-oop technique, man.
Yeah.
I've been seeing it applied consistently here. And because of that, NXPE are forced into the back foot. Man, and Goldie is not substantial, but I would say that map control, pretty much the whole map, kind of belongs to Omega at this point.
I want to go back to a point where y'all mentioned about Renegade not being used to a hero like this. It's not the flashiest. Like, those divine judgments are so few and far between that he has to time them well. He has to pick his spots, and it seems like he needs to find those moments of brilliance.
And Omega is denying them.
Yep.
Those moments of brilliance.
Yep, because really, like, who are your best targets? Etomax and KLVJ? But you already have the ejector for that. I don't know. I think it's all about target acquisition at this point.
Not really showing themselves on the map. Like, how do you target someone when you can't see them? That's the big deal.
Like
John Cena.
Oh, that's a toss in. Taking down Etomax, a shutdown. Massive gold for James. Caught their Inferno. They can go again. They can go for more. And they're going to instead pick their fights rather wise for next play Evos.
Yeah, and they're threatening. So this is a better position where Renegade is nearby. He's close to the action. That's exactly where he wants to be. And NXP became more confident to pull off a play because of that.
Yeah, and you could tell how much Omega relies on Etomax. They need to keep him alive, but Renegade's getting ganked up top.
Oh no! Renegade gonna fall. Ryzen knocks him out. Yaoi to the rescue. Is there anyone here to take out? That's an ejector onto two. James, the fireball special. Ryzen though. Ryzen, it's a 2v3. I don't know how next the Evos is winning.
They're winning it!
But it's a 2v3. James, the demon boy, gets knocked out. Yeliaze is here. Dropping the bombs. Blowing people up. Ryzen on out of here. KLBJ as well. Chaku survived this. He has so much mobility. There's immortality popped already. And don't tell me he's gonna live.
Don't tell me he
Flicker
is.
out!
Oh, man. Just really love you can really tell the veteran experience of Yelly Haze. Literally waiting in the bush. I'll be patient. Come here. Come here. Boom. And almost had him.
That's what it sounds like.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's our best attempt.
it was nice.
I'll allow it. Ryzen though caught out. Renegade says y'all are looking for DJs, huh? Here's one. Pull
Get that music.
onto the Paquito. He drops it.
Oh, yeah, we know.
Oh no! That's gonna be a triple sweep onto the jawhead
Toss?
without any relegation.
Big
Renegade goes. Etomax. It's a big fight. People are dropping. Bodies on the floor. Renzio goes down. Caught Inferno by Etomax.
Oh!
James and now Chaknu. It's a wipeout.
Wipeout and a triple kill for H2O. And that's a lure.
Wipeout. Next play Evos go straight for the conversion.
The understanding of NXPE Evos, they know how important E2Max is for Omega every team fight. He's the main source of damage. After that, the next source of damage is going to be, okay, maybe the Paquito. Come on. There we go. And then for maybe KLVJ, but that's only going to be on to one, and he can't stay in team fights long enough. NXP, especially Yaoi, really understanding that we need to get E2Max down. The last 2 or 3 times that they were able to pick him off, it was because Yaoi just went every time they saw E2Max on the map, unstoppable force. I'm going to do my best to ejector you. And then NXP just responds to that. The understanding.
Yeah, that's just so much. And again, they also understand that their lineup needs to fight like this. You got James on the front, you gotta have 2 people flanking. That's what they were dancing with, right? And they played it off. I mean, OMG were trying to fight, but they could not get any results.
Oh no, and the choke has begun. Purple being taken here by H2 Lord. Gonna smash right into the bottom lane inhibitor for Omega. Next play, they're taking their time, as they should. Incredible discipline. These boys really have grown over the seasons.
Huge growth, man. They're playing more cerebral, like you said earlier, right? Like layers upon layers of mind games. And maybe they were fainting, who knows, right?
That's what game 1 was, but this is This is a combination. It's
This
like
is pure.
it's-
I think more mechanical. This game.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, a pull!
Woo!
Onto one. Chaknu. There's a shadow kill. There wasn't an immortality home, ladies and gentlemen. That's a free pickoff on the choke.
I could have sworn there was an immortality there.
Yeah. James just picked up an immortality for himself. Omega are gonna have a run for their money trying to defend this.
Conceal, ejector on the Renzio. That's James popping the counter at Inferno. He's still alive. Renzio taking quite a bit of damage. Ring of Order set in by the Hitman. Bottom lane being forced by James. Omega scrambling to defend. All lanes being pressured by next play Evos.
That should be at least an inhibitor turret at this point. But it looks like the waves are not going to be in position. Omega going to be able to breathe here a little bit. Only for such.
Yeah, breathing just like that. And Hayes and Renegade are going to be happy that they have Genius Wands on them right now, so it should be more burst magic damage that we'll feel from the side of NXP, especially onto Renjo and Ryzen.
Yes, because even Renjo's gonna have to think twice.
Mhm.
He is a big guy, but in the face of a Genius Wand and next play Evos, who's currently feeling it, maybe not that big.
Another one.
Shockno gets hit with the ejector, but there wasn't much of a follow-through. I don't think next play Evos wanted that fight anyways. Turtle up here. Kill VJ wants one. Another ejector. Daytona's welcome by Renzio. Shadow kill put in by H2. Yelly Hayes bursts down the Barat.
Oh my god!
Quick double for Omega. Renegade and H2 drop like flies. James with the immortality still running. Yelly Hayes and Yowie, they still want to take this fight. But let's see, can James survive?
Yup, the big mistake here is, of course,
No
trying to
triple sweep.
fight this guy. Triple sweep
Oh.
doesn't even need it.
Immortality.
Oh,
what?
immortality!
Whoa! What a turnaround! Next play Evo says we're not done, fam. And Tomas finally falls. Yowie's still alive. Yelly Hayes as well. There's not enough burst here.
Shoes!
What a black shoes! The ult saves him, but
Look at
only for
Ryzen!
so long. Ryzen knocks out Yelly Hayes anyways. And Yowie here, immortality pop, but he's gonna fall into the hands of three members of Omega. Omega's still in this. Late
Omega's
game
still in
kills.
this.
How did Renjo survive that long in that initial pick off onto him? He's the main reason why. Etomax was able to get there in time to dish out a massive yin yang overturn. Every time like it looked like it was about to go down, he was teetering between life and death.
I think the biggest problem there was they heavily underestimated Itomax there in that last team, that big team fight. The start of it, at least.
Mhm.
That was a very long team fight.
Yep.
And because of that compression around the buff area,
Yeah.
man, the Yin Yang overturn did maximum damage.
Alright, so next play Evos from playing pure offense now has to again consider, okay, maybe we have to watch ourselves, maybe we have to check
Yeah, a lot of
ourselves
fun.
before we wreck ourselves and build Athena shields,
Oh.
build oracles. Lord here at half health, the reset by Omega. They know that next play Evos is on the loose. They're back again, all 5-on-5 action waiting to happen.
Man, it's so tense right now. Both waiting. Making,
That's
waiting.
popcorn.
That's popcorn, man. This is such a good movie. What's gonna be the climax here? This could be it.
Watch out for Yowie.
And Chaknu,
And
they
Chaknu.
walk in. There's the ejector. Smart missiles away. Renzio gonna be running in. Daytona's welcome. Catches no one. No one's home. Way of the Dragon onto H2.
Renegade!
And the back line. Etomax smashes Renegade. And right now James wants more. James wants to take down KLVJ. He dashes on away. Yelly Hayes still blowing things up. Right now Renzio, he's still alive. Oh wow, a reset. Omega gets a free pickoff.
Everyone's got their own agenda in that last one. Like, that was a man-to-man defense if I've ever seen one. It really did blow up the plans of NXPE.
Mano y mano.
Renegade got caught out hard, though, by KLVJ.
Difficult. I mean, as a Kaja, you want to be the aggressor. If you're not, then yeah, you get caught out like that. Get low mobility. Low mobility. He did not have a flicker up. Right now, Lord, a third of his health. Renzio getting hit here. Yelly is trying to fire back.
Another
James
one.
taken down by Etomax. And there you go, the pullback.
Chaknu!
On by Renzio. Way of the Dragon. On to Yowie. Flicker away. Immortality popped. Chaknu's still alive. All 5 members of Omega still on the board.
Oh.
Yelly Hayes destroyed by Ryzen. There's a shadow kill by H2. He's about to get caught up. Quad shadow out. 2 down for next play Evos.
We're all low, though. Omega needs to back off, and they might leave an opening if they're not careful.
Renzio hit with the ejector. 2v1. Big Chungus.
But, wait, how? What? Because he got caught by the divine judgment, but he didn't get pulled.
We'll have to run the tapes on that.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out like what happened there because for a moment it seemed like the game was confused. Wait, is this Barrett supposed to get pulled away?
Or did Renegade stop for a split second there?
No, Renji was able to connect the divine judgment. He was trying to move.
Yeah, well, he was pulling. Maybe he stopped when he was pulling.
Maybe.
We'll have to definitely check the tapes on this one.
There's gotta be an explanation.
That was a miraculous escape.
But there just wasn't enough damage.
Not enough damage.
Is the story, and of course, Big Chungus.
Yeah, big chungus.
Oh wow! Look at the items here. Reptar might explain what's happening.
Well, now both teams are close to being fully built. See the amount of immortalities there. Lately, though, Omega, I'm surprised that they weren't able to deliver the final nail to the coffin because the first team fight that broke out before the series of team fights we saw just now, NXP just came off their immortalities being popped, meaning that could have been Omega's opening to go for the finishing blow. But now immortalities are back to even. Well, NXPs are back. Omega, I think, just spent theirs, or they only have a few up. So this might not be the end game push just yet if NXP can hold on here. They have to watch for Yelly Haze because that's who's been dealing a lot of damage to Omega the past few team fights.
Yeah, but Yelly is going to be key here to this defense. He's going to have to burst down this Luminous Lord, who's going to go wail away at the top lane inhibitor on the base of next play Evos. If there's a penetration, it's going to be permanent damage, permanent pressure, and I'm really feeling for the Hitman here. There's not much he's able to do.
This is exactly where Omega wants NXPE to be inside their base and struggling and waiting because that's time that Omega takes them by surprise.
Oh no. Even H2 is struggling to clear the waves. Omega is just pressuring them so hard and so consistent.
Ouch.
I'm surprised that they're not taking the orange here.
This
Oh,
time-
wait! They thought it's welcome.
Cancelled out.
Yes, and that's going to be a free go. Bottom lane inhibitor still stands.
Still standing, but the damage has been done. Right? That's gonna be hard to flow here for NXPE, and now Omega can go for the slow kill here.
At this point, I think even like a conceal is such an important resource.
Mhm.
Like you have to count that. And right now, NXP already spent it. They were looking for a nice ejector and they couldn't find one. So that's a counter. That's a timer that Omega can actually consider.
Actually, it's like the third or the fourth time we've seen a particular interaction with Renjo forcing the Detonus welcome onto Yaoi just so he'll also force the unstoppable force. So he's sacrificing his ultimate to make sure that Jawhead won't have his.
That's pretty big because I think the Jawhead's the only way that they can ever reach KLVJ and Etomax at
Yeah,
this
exactly.
point. Like, how do you do it? Renegade cannot really afford to dive in and walk back or flicker back right now.
That's an oxymoron if I've ever heard one. A forced welcome.
Yeah, a forced welcome. Well, it's like how sometimes people show up at your doorstep, like, you know, before the pandemic, and they're like, hey man, can I come in? And you're like, oh, yeah.
It's not a question.
Yeah.
It's more of a, I will come in, but there's a way of the dragon onto one. Yaoi getting bursted down. His immortality still standing though. Flame shot in by Etomax. H2 looking
No!
low. There's the Detona's welcome. On to James, but it might have been to Omega's
Wrong target!
detriment.
Captain
Wrong
James!
target! And that's an immortality pop. H2 still alive. They're trying to take down this winner truncheon. Not kill VJ. He still
Oh
lives.
boy!
There's a push off camera by Omega. Bottom lane inhibitor taken down. Chaknu looking low. Haley Hayes bursted down by Etomax.
Etomax.
James is out. I don't want this anymore. Oh, and there's another way of the dragon and an ejector on the Chaknu. Smart missiles up. Rezio takes down H2. This is a
down.
disaster so far for next play Evos.
Just when you thought they were gonna get it.
Yeah.
Just like you thought they were going for the neck.
Oh man, Uncle Mad Max, E to Max 9411 on this Kagura.
What a ride, boys.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
He was in that one, right?
Yeah, he was in that one.
Cool.
The second one. Oh,
Charlie Theron.
not the second one, but yeah, that one.
Cool.
Fury Road.
All right. No. Immortality popped
Game
here
3.
on the
Game 3.
Hitman. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, of course we're going to see
Of
Game
course.
3. Of course. Omega Esports secures the showcase, secures the blockbuster.